Yeah. Everybody light up. Nigga, once upon a god, there was a god who would spit his for other gods to God, which it is. Then God was a sight to see who God really went. God will manifest upon the word, which is spit. Each god showed the frequency achieved in private, but God is specific, so niggas can't hide shit. So we all know God's the reason behind spit. Why no gods on the mic still spitting the right shit? God been God, niggas don't recognize it. God denial, would rather have the God of not wit. God is wild. See deeper into God's I spit. The God of hip-hop forever, God forever, who is it? Raise the God, never let the God be not lift. Sacred God, once created God, I is great, but hip-hop God, don't lose this. What did I say? I'm on tap, cause I spit. They can't fuck with it, can't stop it. They can't fuck with it, they can't stop it. They can't fuck with it, we the top, nigga. No, they can't fuck with it, we the top, nigga. Yeah. Ease into it. You know, if you need to pause. It's not the same, my nigga, I know you know this shit. Whether you admit it or not, this is the importance. Shit niggas purposely drop to get you over it. Bullshit that really is not fuck what you hope it is. Shit now in the presence of God, when am I ever now? I don't give a fuck what they saying. I am hip-hop, rap songs are nice, but nigga, this is not that. Don't be confused by the trap, this is boom rap. All that wasted energy and time that was fucking up your mind. Now you unable to reply when your life is on the line. You became the whole design, the soundtrack of the dime, the vision of new eyes, influence to decide what is reality of being right now. What is the repercussions of having you right down? What's the difference in just talking versus having a nice sound, or from those who really walk it to those who's not around? They can't fuck with it, they can't stop it. They can't fuck with it, they can't stop it. They can't fuck with it, we the top, nigga. No, they can't fuck with it, we the top, nigga.
Smack their taste back in these niggas' face quick. They're all the same shit, victims of bad facelifts. Facelifts to catch glance when I say shit. Elevate to resonate high vibrations. The lunacy move, lucid dreams from the basement. Infuse the mood to put war paint where the face is. Producers rude, alcohol abuse in these tasteless acts of crime where you find my divine placement. God! Pregnant pause, out came this train of thought. Fresh on the track, out sane with rough carpenter, started out frameless. Nowadays I ask, what color paint this? Black! Island ebonics and the phonics, electronics, the phones, microbes, and the knowledge of those way past bones. But in me, memory solid. I conduct these as words of the bird, bees, and the pollen.
They can't fuck with it, they can't stop it. They can't fuck with it, they can't stop it. They can't fuck with it, we the top, nigga. No, they can't fuck with it, we the top, nigga. So
May 16th to the 22nd, we get down this way. It's called Hip Hop Appreciation Week. This is the time we check how we think and speak. Hip Hop Appreciation Week, my friend. It means hip hop ain't never gonna end. It's Hip Hop Appreciation Week, y'all. Every third week in May. It's Hip Hop Appreciation Week. We appreciate hip hop. I know we all say we down with the culture. I know we all getting money in the culture. I know we getting famous in the culture. But when do we sit back and appreciate the source of our well-being? It's Hip Hop Appreciation Week. May 16th to the 22nd, 2022. You get a chance to express hip hop or your appreciation for it.
Arrive at 1526 Avenue.
Let's go back. Back in the time. Back in 73, in the borough of Bronx. Man, you couldn't be weak. Man, you had to be smart. See, we talking about streets, now we talking about art. When we talking about beats, man, we talking about heart. We was rocking the heartbeat, live in the park, guns spark in the dark. It was all just a part of the 80s Bronx team that created art. How you know, KRS? 'Cause I was there from the start. 1600 Sedgwick Avenue, that was the spot. 1520, hip-hop started right on my block. This original hip-hop, whether you like it or not. I'm reminding through this rhyming, cause you might have forgot. Drop on the spot, B-boy, start pop. Live on the block, this is raw hip hop. Drop on the spot, grab writers don't stop. Bottom to the top, this is raw hip hop. Drop on the spot, MCs make it hot. Microphone rock, this is raw hip hop. Drop on the spot, DJs on the chop. Cut, scratch, this is raw. See, when we would begin, they brought the heroin in. They was really determined that we was never gonna win. But by looking within, we began to believe that we was breakers and writers, chasing MCs. We was so damn poor, we was eating free cheese, but that made us poor. We started eating MCs, just before the fees and the MTVs. When you walked in New York and your ears would freeze, Walla beats and leaks, mock necks and tees, nylon BVDs. We was fucking with these, we was fucking with this, we was fucking with that. But when the 80s came in, we started fucking with crack, and along with the crack came a big old gap, and along with the gap came a big old stack. Cause if you ain't had that, you was the next to get that. This the way that it was, I'm just taking it back. Drop on the spot, B-boy, start pop. Live on the block, this is raw hip hop. Drop on the spot, grab writers don't stop. Bottom to the top, this is raw hip hop. Drop on the spot, MCs make it hot. Microphone rock, this is raw hip hop. Drop on the spot, DJs on the chop. Cut, mix, scratch, this is raw. This the way that it was, this the way that it went. Man, you had to survive, car note with the rent. When the 90s arrived, 80s money was spent. All them dudes that was live, to the prison they went. And them dudes that survived, began to repent. Then they realized in rap, there was money to get. So gangsters became rappers, rappers became gangsters. Fake became the real for the paper. Third week in May, 16th to the 22nd weekend down this way. It's called Hip Hop Appreciation Week. This is the time we check how we think and speak. Hip Hop Appreciation Week, my friend. It means hip hop ain't never gonna end. It's Hip Hop Appreciation Week, y'all. Every third week in May, it's Hip Hop Appreciation Week. We appreciate hip hop. I know we all say we down with the culture. I know we all getting money in the culture. I know we getting famous in the culture. But when do we sit back and appreciate the source of our well-being? It's Hip Hop Appreciation Week. May 16th to the 22nd, 2022. You get a chance to express hip hop or your appreciation for it.
Peace and much love, and welcome to the Temple of Hip Hop. I am Mr. Sun One. As you all know, the Temple of Hip Hop is a hip hop preservation ministry, archive, school, and society. Our unique way of preservation of hip hop's culture and hip hop itself is that we believe that the best way to preserve hip hop and its culture is to actually preserve the actual hip hopper themselves. Welcome, everybody. Let me start off by saying peace and much love to you all. First and foremost, this week, our teacher will not be with us during this presentation. We have decided to actually give the teacher this Sunday off. First off, because it's Easter or Easter, and also because we just did 3 shows back to back, 3 days in a row, all up and down the East Coast of the United States. And the shows ranged from around pretty much almost up to 2 hours. Or starting off, we started off with 2 hours. Then we took it down to about an hour and a half. And then unfortunately, because of scheduling at the Apollo last night, our set got cut short. And which, the more I think about it, really doesn't make much sense. Because especially with the show that we had prepared to give everyone. But again, I mean, we're grateful to be in front of people again, and to actually deliver the message that we preach technically here every Sunday. And we get to go and do it live. And you should know that there's an exact correlation of what we teach here to our performances live shows. It's quote unquote touring, but technically it's the display of our life and our love for this culture that we're a part of, and our recognition of what hip hop really is. And now, of course, well, let me, before we really get started, let me just say, obviously, you all saw Raw Hip Hop in the beginning of this broadcast. I'd like to give a shout out to Professor Sanchez, who provided a lot of material in order to make that video possible. Time Journey, Teacher's Daughter, archive footage that she had was incorporated into the video, and also God One and Lifted One. And unfortunately, and I should have got the brother's name, the B-boy that was breaking, but they essentially came together to help the video be created. And also those who also sent in other videos, unfortunately, our direction of the video just took a different turn. But it's a great lesson for the members of the Temple of Hip Hop, that technically when you do something for the Temple of Hip Hop, you're supposed to do it selflessly. To whereas, yes, if it can help, and actually those videos did help, it gave us more insight of the direction of what you ended up seeing. So don't think that it wasn't necessary and it wasn't worth your time. It was, or you helped us, and you should know that. But also, we teach a lot that you should really pay attention and have control over your emotions. Sure, I know it could be hurtful to try to attempt to do something and then it not work out to the way that you thought it would. But really here in this environment, you got to brush that off. Um, I'll let you know, TEACHA has, uh, or through the years, very likely turned down over 1,000 of my beats. I say 1,000, I really mean 1,000. And it is what it is now. If I got all in my feelings, is like, oh, fuck this, you don't want to use my shit, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have the beats on that I had today. So imagine, and he's still rejected beats, or everything I make, he's like that, or these are the ones I like. But again, that never discourages me. It doesn't discourage me, or if he chooses somebody else's beat. Sometimes he makes songs on my beats and then takes the rhymes off and puts it on somebody else's beat because it works better. And this is where you have to really ask yourself, why are you here? Are you really here for the whole? Are you really one with us? Or are you really just trying to get you up? And so that's a whole different lecture. So we're not going to go too hard into that, but I just want you guys to realize and just get an insight as to how things really work living hip hop. As most of you know, last night we were at the critically acclaimed Apollo, of which most definitely TEACHA tore it down. It's always amazing, and especially to see the response. I would say even to our new music, that we're doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing. There is no mistake as far as what it is. The people are responding, they know it. And I would even say that they're amazed at TEACHA and his display, his skill, how vibrant it really, how much it really still is, how resonating his messages are. And the fact that no, we're the ones bringing real hip hop in 2022. Now, when you look at the what we've done from really last Easter to this Easter, for those who have been with us, congratulations to you. And see what's going on, of what we were saying from that Easter to this Easter, and then the manifestation of it in actual life, the trueness of our claims and what actually happens. Now, right, or Hip Hop Forever dropped in March last year. Many of the videos were coming out around this time. Now, that We the Top, on the underground, you need to know that this is real. It's real. We are the top. It's or that's fact. And I'm not trying to brag. And as a matter of fact, I normally really keep it to myself normally because I know how it makes people feel. That no, they really just or to hear somebody actually come out their mouth and say, "Nah, we're the top. We're the dope. We're the greatest. We are hip hop. This is it." And if it's not this, which most people are not doing and not displaying, it's not this. It's not the top. They could have all the charts, all the awards. They could do whatever they want to do to try to propagandize that what they're doing is the standard when no, Teacher actually said it last night. There's a reason that he's going on last all the time. And I see it in a lot of people's responses when they share the videos, even if we're not going on last. Teacher stands out. They're like, yo, this guy is incredible. When we did Detroit, um, because it was taking so much time for Rakim, peace to the God, to get himself situated and everything, we just kept going. It just kept going. Went on, I want to say it was like an hour and 45 minutes at least. And we thought we only had an hour, if even that. Hold on, because I could already see this chat's getting crazy, and it's harder for me to. Okay, we're gonna do this. We live, y'all. We just gonna. This is just here we go. Here we go. Appreciate y'all. Y'all making it easy to go to go back to endarkenment. But okay. Anyways, but yeah. So pretty much what I'm getting at is you can hear the difference. You can hear the difference. When while the music is going, the message, the words that are actually coming out of Teacher's mouth, things that you could actually use in your real life. We're not just rapping to rap. It's not about that. Or we're really about peace, love, unity, health, love, awareness, and wealth. That is what we're doing. That is who we are. It's no bullshit. This is us. Now, let's slide over to Easter, real quick. Again, happy Easter to all the Christians who may view this. Peace and blessings to you. Let me also make sure that we include the fact that it is a simple standard, and anybody can look this up. It is a simple standard that Easter is the first Sunday after the full moon that occurs on or after the spring equinox. And as I made, we just went over it quick because we've given extensive lessons on the equinoxes and on the solstices that you can go back and check really from last year. But the equinox fell on our Sunday, March 20th. And so the new moon following the next moon, because really technically moons, is really how months are determined, or we're supposed to be determined until they switch the calendar. But months are supposed to go by moons, new moons. and that you should know that really it's on the other side, it's a reminder. So, okay, say, or for back in the day, if because they didn't necessarily want, or as they were trying to manipulate time, really, that they made it so that no, Easter really was the reminder. Okay, or the equinox was right over there. Don't know. We gotta have Easter to let you know it's time to plant these crops, to get ready for the fall. Really, for the fall equinox in the north, for harvest time. So, and really, technically, spring has its harvest time, and vice versa. But so knowing that, keep that in mind because we want to stay in tune as to what that is. Again, we are back to rising with the sun again in June, which is going to be the solstice when the sun is going to reach its highest peak again and then start descending back, coming around to the winter solstice when, quote unquote, the sun dies or really just stays still at the same degree in the sky for 3 days. Again, we're talking about resurrection. And so everybody should know. Oh, right. I'll shout out later, Lifted. Everybody should know that this is why it's very confusing as to where births were put and resurrections were put, as far as Jesus is concerned. But, and such is why also Jewish traditions coincide literally in the same exact time. They're celebrating, we're celebrating. And that's how it's really working out. You really got to do your studies and check out what it is. But as with us for hip hop, we are concerned with the rising of Christ, the Christos, really that people that most of these scriptures are really describing and talking about, which is really an ancient people that I would say is us. And I wanted to go to, through our travels, it's funny, I have a little thing, and you could try this too for those who actually travel with their gospel of hip hop, that whenever I see a P and two numbers or three numbers, or really a P and then numbers next to it, I use that as an excuse to grab my gospel. And as we were driving, technically, or I saw a license plate that said P15. I said, okay, let me go check it out. And it really works. It works so well with the lesson that we're giving today. And so I'm on page 15, and at paragraph 49. What we are dealing with here is a new covenant, a new vision, the birth of a new people. What we are dealing with here is the rediscovery of our ancient birthright, our original culture, which is our true religion. We have no time or authority to critique and judge the covenants God has made with others. We are concerned with how God is dealing with us today. Again, what we are dealing with here is the rediscovering or the resurrection of our ancient birthright, our culture, which is our true religion. Do you understand that? Our culture is what we live by. Culture is our living, it's our existence. And God is so fast and so sharp that it literally, call it what you will, but it literally resurrected through us into what we know as hip hop. And again, we're not talking about just hip hop, the music. Hip hop, the music, was a tool. Our elements were the tools of interest, again, to make certain people get to a certain place. And that place, I would say, really technically is the temple of hip hop. And the reason why I say that is because, unfortunately, you cannot depend on the quote unquote famous practitioners of hip hop. And this is going to be harsh, but I'm going to say it, really, to do anything for you. There's no one else in hip hop dedicating their time every Sunday to you and for your upliftment, for your own well-being. They're not doing it. You can't see, I don't want to name names, but you can't see any of them live every Sunday and giving you a word to really get you up. So this being the case, if we can acknowledge the fact that hip hop came to us as a saving force, we are then encouraged to ask, for what purpose were we saved? Why did hip hop happen? Why? I would go back and say, for the rediscovery or resurrection of our ancient birthright. That's why hip hop happened. That we can have these conversations and be clear as to who we truly are. Not who they say we are, but who we actually are. And we say we are hip hop. Now, oh, excuse me, not how did hip hop happen. That has its place too. It does have its place. But again, why did hip hop happen? Yeah, hip hop has made a lot of people wealthy, including myself. This is Teacher talking. Yeah, but I can say it too. I feel wealthy to be where I am, or I caught revelation last night sitting amongst all the people that I used to watch, think about, listen to as a kid. And now I'm there with them, and not only that, but I'm going on after them with the headliner, with the guy, and I'm there. So it hit me last night. It's like, right, no, you don't take this for granted at all. No one understands what it is. But again, excuse me. But the real question for grateful and highly appreciative hip hopper, which is what you're looking at, is why. And I do want to know why. Why is hip hop hip hop? What is its real purpose? These questions reach far beyond getting a little money. These questions lead to salvation and peace of your being. For if we have evidence of an unseen force operating amongst us, and we do, we could go to the story of TEACHA being in 1600, the culture on one side of the block and its elements and music on the other side of the block. Such evidence should lead us to ask more questions regarding such a force that seems to love us very much. What kind of force is it? Is it God or is it our own egos? How can we know? Well, first, if we can acknowledge that God, the great unified field of infinite possibilities, is one great event, and we, hip hop, are not separate from the oneness of such an event, then hip hop too is an idea of God. And because we exist in the mind of God, we too belong to God. We belong to God and are heirs to a certain unique divinity, unmatched by any other in our time. God is giving us attention right now. And this is no diss, but everyone else's story is in the past. We are currently with God. Don't forget that. We can even see historically how other cultures have described the God force that saved them from certain death as a voice, an inner urging, a word that instructed them and guided them to victory. Such an urging is accompanied by seeming coincidences, like TEACHA being at 1600 and DJ Cool Herc, happy birthday to him yesterday. All right, and look at that. Oh, wow, that's crazy. I'm sorry, that threw me off. Yeah, niggas. Hold on. Right, such an urging is accompanied by seeming coincidences, miracles, and natural events that line up with the intent of that urging. It is not words that God speaks. It is life. Right. Life is the language of God. And the voice of life is love. This is God's word. And it is this that saved us. Public, right, and then it goes, this little part was in between Minister Louis Farrakhan's speech in 2007. It's actually online. You guys can go check it about what he said about hip hop. And actually him himself, right, in his culture, he saw that it wasn't necessarily the display of being a Muslim that or a Christian or anything else that lifted or eased the anguish and pain that people were going through. It was hip hop. And he said that. He said when hip hop came, something changed. And such is why he was urging hip hop and its practitioners to fix what they were saying. or realize what they actually have. The fact that they have the audience of the world. You got the mic. What are you going to say? Nobody listened to him, or very few listened to him, or that were there. And you can watch the video and see who was there and see who took that advice. And very few did. Our teacher was living the advice already. So that's the reading again, given the perfect lesson before the lesson. Straight up and down. This is what it is. This is our rediscovery. This is our resurrection. Resurrect your, I want to say, Christiousness. Straight up, I don't make it up, do shit. But no, this is it. Or your Christ consciousness. I combined it. It's a great time to do that. As the energy starts rising up again, everything's growing. Continue to grow. If you've been knocked down, get up. Get yourself up. For those who know, these words shouldn't be a sneak attack on you. Oh man. But yes, and like our teacher has told us several times in this call, we're looking for everlasting life. And not everlasting life as in always being here and being able to be 555 years old. But no, the truth of everlasting life is how quick do you recover? How quick do you resurrect? How quick can you heal yourself? And this is on several levels, not just physical, mental, soul-wise. How quick do you do that? Can you come back? No matter what is in your past. If you have this breath or this God that continuously enters you and is keeping you up, you have a chance. And know that you have a chance from here, excuse me, until, and I would take advantage of this time because nobody does know that time or when it stops. And that's when we're getting into the grace. We're not going to do that today. But yes, so needless to say, it was savagery. Shows that we did. We uplifted the people. We told them what they needed to know, and that came through TEACHA, through freestyles, and what obviously is a part of our original show. It's a higher level show. You get something out of it. You don't just come and get entertained. Your mind gets tweaked, and then it's up to you to take away from the show, go back and reflect. Hopefully really reflect it in your life. Let's talk about Hip Hop Appreciation Week. May 16th to the 22nd is getting savage. We changed locations. I know. What? You have to be prepared in the Temple of Hip Hop for all changes at all times. It's normally never how you expect it to be. It's not. You have to be able to go with the flow. You have to follow life's outcome willingly and adjust to the environment that you are now in. So again, we're changing locations. and for very good reason. Um, let's backtrack a little bit. We've talked to you all several times about Newark, New Jersey, and what appears to be happening there. And from what we see is happening there, we'd like to contribute. Um, Not for nothing, they have a mayor, Ross Baraka, excuse me, who TEACHA actually helped campaign back in the day to get into office. They approached him, said, "Hey, would you mind um, showing up, giving us support?" He said yes. And now look at this. His his past actions of giving support and what it's yielding now in 2022. This Ross Baraka, shout out to Mitty, his brother Mitty, the teacher, Minister Acronologist G. Simone, Time Journey, and myself, we took a meeting with, and actually shout out to Hakeem, because he was around. He wasn't at this meeting, but he was around and actually was a part of the pre-meeting that set this up. So, of course, we know TEACHA's crazy, and I'm crazy. And no, we told Mitty, who is actually the Ross Baraka's brother and secretary of their office, that we're looking to create a hip hop city. We want a section carved off somewhere for us. And we explained the same thing that many that we've said to you. Obviously, we would love to go and or just buy some land and get our own. Actually, we were talking about that too around this time last year. That no, it's we should be able as hip hop to come together, purchase some land, and start building Hip Hop City. But for whatever reason, certain people started coming around our atmosphere. And they just happen to be politicians, frankly. And so, combining with us going and doing the 24 Hours of Peace, Hakeem Green's annual festival that he always does in Newark. And we're coming around these people. Dupre Kelly, you all may know him as Do It All from Lords of the Underground. He's actually running, it's escaping my mind, but he's running for councilman, I believe, in an area in Newark as well. And he was coming around. So all of these pieces started coming around us. Now, at this meeting, Ross Baraka loved the idea. And why did he love the idea? Because he knows what we're about. He knows what TEACHA is about, really, and what he stands for. And they're saying we stand for the same thing. We stand for our people. We stand for making this place a better place. And they know that the influence of a politician versus, really, I would just say our teacher, is not the same. To whereas no, if he says you all should really try to do better, you should try to pick yourself up, get out here, do what you need to do for your family. It's not the same. Whereas TEACHA can express himself in a way that really helps you see that no, this is it's not even just for you. This is what your ancestors prayed for, and your opportunity is now to really make the dreams of our prophets come true. The opportunity is right now. Don't stop wasting time. That's not political talk. And possibly shouldn't be. That's our talk. And it needs to come from the real. And thus, they said yes. Oh yes. We got this little section. is called the section of Weekway, and we'll carve this off, and we'll make sure that everything that goes in here is hip hop approved by you. And let's do it. You got it. Now, we didn't want to prematurely tell you that. For multiple reasons, or because again, right, or we don't want to just lift you up, and because again, we're dealing with politicians too. Keep that in mind. Nothing is never necessarily for certain, but I know, like I've said in past presentations, that no matter whether it happens this way or another way, when these conversations come around, I always get reminded back to Hip Hop Lives. If you've been here once, you will be here twice. So I tell you. And that seems to be the way opportunities come. And again, you can't have an emotion with it. You just got to see what it is, because again, God is speaking through life. I know everybody thinks that they're purposely doing something or saying something or going somewhere, this, that, and the third, but that's not all. We know, we have evidence that that's not necessarily the truth. That's not fact. That's not necessarily factual. And what we know to be fact is that God is actually doing stuff through life and making it amazing, and miracles and coincidences. And again, our mouths are speaking hip hop city. We're going to build a hip hop city. And the people who you help get into position run a city says, how about our city? We're not making this up. And this is why our location has changed. We want to go there. And why do we want to go there? Because we want to show you. We want to show you that what we're talking about in this gospel is real. We want to show you that what we say out of our mouths in our rhymes and our displays of art are real. This is real hip hop. And we're trying to do this for hip hop. But so, knowing all that, and needless to say, and there's room for expansion even of what we're getting, it got moved around to where we ended up going around. We took a tour, police escort, we on the bus, we rolling through the streets like the president of the United States. Let's keep it real. That's how we was going around. We was running lights. all that. But needless to say, we went to several locations. We got to this one that this very nice, beautiful facility. Um, and is mentioned in the rhymes. I'm not gonna say the location. It's in the rhymes. Uh, if you paid attention and I am an MCRU one too, you'll know the location of that physical place. But either way, we went and saw it. The people in there were changing locations, and then this place was just going to be vacant. And mind you, it's a brand new facility, and it's huge, and it's got a nice big parking lot. Uh, everything you could imagine, huge gym, classrooms, everything you name it. And they said, "Here you go," or "This is going to be yours," or if you want it. Otherwise, they were talking about this other place, which was going to take a whole lot or much more time. Uh, that they would have to renovate it, which it was a big school that's not being used, and they were going to renovate it. And when I tell you big, I mean huge. But no, there was this nice, brand new, state of the art, beautiful facility right there that is about to be vacant, and they said we would like to give that to you. Um, so we said word. Uh, but again, we know the process, how long things take. Is it really? Um, but for all of that to occur, clearly they're trying to do it. There's no reason for them to take us around their city, paying officers to take us around and taking time out of their schedule to actually do this with us to be BS. But again, it's politics. So we want to show you guys the building, or we want to go there, and then and show you the city too. Because really, I look at the entire thing, and I believe I don't, or I believe TEACHA does too. No, Newark can be hip hop city, like for real, already built, which is crazy. And dope. Um, so know that as well, that this is what it is. And I'm going to go over what the week is going to look like. Um, let me get to those notes, please. Bear with me. Let me also say that I'm sure many of you have caught it, but that our teacher just released, or Method Man just released a song with himself, Redman, and do some research, please, Pascal. Of what the Joe Pellegrino, I think, on the chorus. I don't know. Somebody help me out. But either way, the track is fire, and that's gotten released as well. I would have played it here, but I'm afraid of their, or you all know, once we play something that's in the quote unquote system, they'll shut this thing down. So I'm not gonna play it, but you can easily look it up on YouTube and watch it for your own personal enjoyment. But okay, so Hip Hop Appreciation Week, May 16th to the 22nd. We are looking to do the entire week, or at least from Monday to Sunday, and essentially, or that Sunday would be used or to travel back to your respective areas, for those who have to work or took off work and all of that. So this is the way that we designed it. And mind you, we're still working on this. Excuse me. Such as why or you haven't received a notice yet. I am going to put all this together and send this out very likely, if not tomorrow, the day after, to make sure that you all can see this for yourself and begin your visualization to put yourself in the picture. But so we've come up with the idea of the first 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, we're going to hit the recording studio immediately. So those of you who got beats, start working it now. Those who got rhymes, start working it now. Those who beatbox, don't let nothing happen to your mouth before you get there, or even practice some shit now. Or maybe you're right, you may want to actually come up with something that you're like, right, no, everybody around you says it's dope, and then you come and present that to us. But the real idea of it is that we'll hit the recording studio, and the next day we'll actually be shooting videos of what we get out of the recording studio. So this is going to be fast. And everybody who attends is expected to do one of the 4 core elements, or should I say, whatever your element is that you've taken on as your main element, you'll have to display it in some shape, form, or fashion. And there's going to be opportunities like, I mean, we're going to be shooting videos. Where do we shoot the videos? Some people got to go out, find locations into a place you've never been. But or as you'll find, or every time I shoot videos, no, or my soul brings me, or really God brings me to where I'm shooting. It's like, no, you roll down the block. All of a sudden, there's God hands reaching out, get ready to touch each other. It's like, right, okay, there's our spot, and it's got lights, and it's doing everything. You'll find that that's how this works. I would also say, quick side note, pay attention to the things that you see and hear in your traveling to Hip Hop Appreciation Week and during it. I'm sure if your hip hop site is working correctly and your eye is open, you'll be able to experience God talking through your life and through your experience of where you are. So we're gonna do the recording studio and we're gonna do the video shoot. Wednesday, or actually, hold on. No, I actually might have jumped the gun. Right, I'm sorry, May 17th, we'll probably do the recording studio. May 18th, we'll do the video shoot. May 16th, you'll come in to Newark, get yourself settled down and ready for the next couple of days. We'll all meet. And this had a third. Also, we have it set up for people, or we have a special hotel. We have 2 hotels, and this is again where you should pay attention to how the city is receiving us. They're receiving hip hop. They want to do this. Midi actually came to me. Ross Baraka's secretary came to me last night and said, no, so May 16th to the 22nd, we're going to do this Hip Hop Appreciation Week. And it was funny because we also did get approached with a possible something of Hip Hop Appreciation Week in Baltimore by Tislam God Allah. He wants action for Hip Hop Appreciation Week. So I brought that up, and he's like, no, it's here. No, we're gonna do it. And it's like, okay, wonderful. And so they hooked us up with 2 hotels, one for our rest and another one for activities, um, such as on May 19th. Oh, right, and it's $100 a night to stay at the hotel. So prepare yourself. Um, on May 19th, on Thursday, uh, it's a fast day. And so we're going to have a day of fasting and meditation. Um, Hip hop or fasting, meditation combined with hip hop documentaries. So we're going to go through and make sure that all of us are up to date. And we can say that no, we know for sure that you you've done that history, that you're abreast to our actual culture and what has been done in the past up until now. So we'll spend that day doing that. And also, we'll walk through the mode of fasting as prescribed by the gospel of hip hop. Um, and uh, a lot of these times, uh, we'll have free food and drinks. So we'll take care of you. You're not going to starve. Or obviously, if you got special requests and you don't like what was presented, you are more than welcome to get whatever you would like personally. But just know and understand, we are looking to provide that. On May 20th, we're going to go down to 1520 Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx and 1600 Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx. So we'll all convene on that area, go visit the parks that are right there. We're looking to possibly have a special speaker who I'm sure you all will be excited to see, to come and really give us a quick history lesson. So we'll be doing that. Then after that, on that same day after lunch, we'll head on over to where the Universal Hip Hop Museum is being built. Hopefully, we'll be able to get Rocky to come out and explain everything that's going on with the site, what's going on with the funding, and all of that good stuff. And then we can head on over to the Revolutions of Hip Hop exhibit across the street, and hopefully be blessed by Pop Master Fable to be able to walk us through that, guide us through that, and especially with the theme this year being breaking, what you can't get no better than that. And then we go back, we have our dinners and all that. On the 21st, we're going to have a private concert. It's going to be special invite only. About 150 people at our event hotel that they have set up for us, and be prepared because the mic will be open. There will be plenty of time to display your art. Graphics, you know what you can do. DJs, you know what you can do. And you gotta get the savagery from our teacher. So that's going down. Obviously, this is going to be documented and to be done hopefully every year from here on out. So we're looking to do all that, and also hopefully at some point we can get to the graffiti museum, and very possibly, or not very possibly, we're going to try to make a visual for those who have passed, our hip hop ancestors now. Um, we wanna take some time as the temple of hip hop, to show our care, love, and appreciation for those who contributed to making hip hop as popular as it is. Um, Again, and that's a look at how God really set it up, and to make it so fast, and to really literally take over the globe. That no, the music was important. Its popularity again has brought people, or you see people chiming in from Australia to everywhere. Um, let's Don't forget where you're at and what you got. This is very, very important. Your life is the resurrection of an ancient culture, a gathering of God's people. Now, if you don't believe that, then this ain't the place for you. But if you believe that, it's time to start acting like it. It's time to put it into practice, and on some, like, not being afraid of it, of displaying it everywhere. Or we still do need to figure out what is it that the hip hop has, that hip hop is here. We still need to figure out what that is, and this is where everybody comes in. You guys need to get involved. Also, even with this hip hop appreciation week, you guys are in the temple of hip hop. What else in Newark is going on? Do some research. Is there something else that we should be doing during this week that we could possibly fit into our schedule? Um, think on this, or not just think on it, just think on it right now. But after this call, let's get busy and figure out what's going on. Um, can we have a wall? Are you talking as a grapher, or did you really mean can we have a call? Oh yes, we're gonna try to make that go down as well. Yes, indeed, especially for the vigil. So that may be our opportunity. But yes, we're gonna look into that for sure. Um, so yeah, again, uh, like I said in the song, what's the difference between the people just talking versus the people who are actually doing, versus the people who are just really just sitting down? Let's it's a great time for us to be us. And this opportunity that we have, we don't know how long it's going to last. I would say it's going to last forever if we do it right now. And I believe we are going to do it right now. Like, right, we're going to do it right. It's happening. Or this is our life. Or I'm going down. Or no, I'm not going down. But if need be, I'd go down with the vessel. I'm not going to say with the ship, because it's not safe. There's hatred, ignorance, poverty. I'm not going down with that. But I'll go down with the vessel of hip hop till this is my life. This is my life. This is Teacha's life. This is our family's life. This is our heritage. This is all we have. And and now you can say it like that, because this that we have is extremely valuable. It is extremely valuable. And it's right. We're coming. We got to plant these seeds now. It's Easter. The equinox was a second ago. Let's plant these seeds so that we reap the harvest in the future. We have to do it. We're going to do it. Yes, we are. I thank you all for joining us today. We got to hit the road because we're going to go get busy, make sure that we live up to our word as far as what all this is, and make sure this is possible. Again, obviously this exists, so you can go back and listen to it again. But no, we're going to put this on paper again so that you can see it for your visualization, put it on your altar, pray on it. You want to be at this Hip Hop Appreciation Week. It's going to be one for the ages, for sure. So again, don't be one of those people who don't realize when they're in history. Recognize the opportunity and the time that is now. Peace and much love to everybody. Have a wonderful week.
Every week, third week in May, 16th to the 22nd, we get down this way. It's called Hip Hop Appreciation Week. This is the time we check how we think and speak. Hip Hop Appreciation Week, my friend. It means hip hop never gonna end. It's Hip Hop Appreciation Week, y'all. Every third week in May. It's Hip Hop Appreciation Week. We appreciate hip hop. We all say we down with the culture. I know we all getting money in the culture. I know we getting famous in the culture. But when do we sit back and appreciate the source of our well-being? It's Hip Hop Appreciation Week. May 16th to the 22nd, 2022. You get a chance to express hip hop or your appreciation for it.
Oh, hold up, real quick. DJs, if you're still here, we're going to hold auditions for DJs that week too. So DJs, or for our summer tours, we're going to be looking to start training DJs. So come prepared for that too. If you're a DJ and you're looking to live hip hop and you're up on your gospel or in it, studied, the Temple of Hip Hop will have the first opportunity to DJ, or audition during that week to DJ. If it doesn't, all the hotels, you can bring your own equipment. Yes, you can. The hotels to stay in is going to be provided in the email. Again, we're doing a group thing. So the hotels that are a part of Hip Hop Appreciation 22, yes, they are in Newark. Excuse me. Again, we're going to do a group thing, so all of that will be included in the email that's sent out. And again, it's only $100 a night, which is a bargain for that week. So, DJs, you got an opportunity at the temple. Otherwise, no, we're going to, if unfortunately, if people don't make the grade and don't feel no type of way if you don't, we're going to hold auditions, period, for DJs, in order to do the show that we're really, or the show that TEACHA is looking to actually provide, has different elements that it includes. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Peace and much love. Okay, for real this time.
Arrive at 1520 Sedgwick Avenue.
Let's go back. Back in the time. Back in 73, in the barrel of Bronx. Man, you couldn't be weak. Man, you had to be smart. See, we talking about streets. Now we talking about art. When we talking about beats, man, we talking about heart. We was rocking the heartbeat. Live in the park, gun spark in the dark. It was all just a part of the 80s Bronx scene that created art.
How you know, KRS?
Cause I was there from the start. 1600 Sedgwick Avenue, that was the spot. 1520, hip-hop started right on my block. This original hip-hop, whether you like it or not. I'm reminding through this rhyming cause you might have forgot. Drop on the spot, B-boy start pop. Live on the block, this is raw hip. Hop, drop on the spot, grab writers don't stop. Bottom to the top, this is raw hip. Hop, drop on the spot, MCs make it hot. Microphone rock, this is raw hip. Hop, drop on the spot, DJs on the chop. Cut, mix, scratch, this is raw. See, when we would begin, they brought the heroin in. They was really determined that we was never gonna win. But by looking within, we began to believe that we was breakers and writers, chasing MCs. We was so damn poor, we was eating free cheese. But that made us raw, we started eating MCs. This before the fees and the MTVs. When you walked in New York and your ears would freeze. Walla beats and leaks, mock necks and tees, nylon BVDs. We was fucking with these, we was fucking with this, we was fucking with that. But when the 80s came in, we started fucking with crack. And along with the crack came a big old gap. And along with the gap came a big old stack. Cause if you ain't had that, you was the next to get jacked. This the way that it was, I'm just taking it back. Drop on the spot, B-boy start pop. Live on the block, this is raw hip. Hop, drop on the spot, grab writers don't stop. Bottom to the top, this is raw hip. Hop, drop on the spot, MCs make it hot. Microphone rock, this is raw hip. Hop, drop on the spot, DJs on the chop. Cut, mix, scratch, this is raw. This the way that it was, this the way that it went. Man, you had to survive, card note was red. When the 90s arrived, 80s money was spent. All them dudes that was live, to the prison they went. And them dudes that survived, they began to repent. Then they realized in rap, there was money to get. So gangsters became rappers, rappers became gangsters. Fake became the real for the paper.